Have you ever wondered if something you consider healthy might actually be putting you at risk? Could one of the fruits you eat every day be triggering a silent stroke while you sleep? And what if I told you that some fruits, even natural ones, can interact with your medications, raise your blood pressure, or even cause clots to form in your brain? If you're over 60, what you're about to hear might surprise you. And before the end of this video, I'm going to show you 5 foods that actually protect your brain and heart, and how to eat fruit the right way so you can still enjoy their benefits safely. You might be surprised by the fruit at number 3. Fruit number 1, banana. Too much potassium can be dangerous. Bananas are seen as the perfect snack, soft, easy to chew, high in potassium, and good for the heart. And they are for someone in their 30s or 40s. But after 60, your body works differently. Your kidneys don't filter as well, especially if you take medications like diuretics or ACE inhibitors, and that's when potassium starts to build up in the blood. This can cause arrhythmias, stiffened vessels, and even clot formation, including in the brain. That's exactly what happened to George Miller, a 66-year-old retiree from Tampa, Florida. George was healthy, active, and enjoyed gardening. He ate oatmeal with banana every morning and took his blood pressure medication with orange juice. Until one day, his wife found him collapsed in the bathroom with slurred speech and a paralyzed left side. At the hospital, scans showed an ischemic stroke and dangerously high potassium levels. The cause? 2 bananas a day mixed with medication. If you're over 60 and take heart or blood pressure meds, limit your banana intake to half a banana per day, always in the morning and with protein like yogurt or nuts. Never eat bananas before bed. Your brain needs steady circulation during sleep, not a potassium overload. Fruit number 2, grapes, a sweet danger for your vessels. Grapes look harmless, small, juicy, a perfect snack. But under the skin lies a high sugar concentration that can be risky, especially for people with insulin resistance, diabetes, or fragile blood vessels. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at handling blood sugar spikes. That sudden rise causes inflammation in your arteries, including the ones feeding your brain, leading to micro-tears and clot formation. That's what happened to Helen Thompson, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Austin, Texas. She snacked on a bowl of red grapes every morning. Then one day her vision blurred and she couldn't find simple words. She had a mini-stroke. Blood tests showed high midday glucose and vascular inflammation. The cause? Large amounts of grapes without protein or fiber. If you enjoy grapes, never eat them on an empty stomach and limit your portions. Always pair them with nuts or cheese and avoid the extra sweet, seedless varieties. They contain even more fructose. Now let me ask you, do you eat any of these fruits daily? Have you ever felt dizzy or had low blood pressure without explanation? Drop a comment and tell us which part shocked you the most. Have you ever thought that what you eat at night could affect your circulation the next day? Could that tropical fruit you believe is light and refreshing actually be setting the stage for a stroke while you sleep? And what if, beyond sugar, it also thinned your blood and caused nighttime reflux, reducing oxygen to your brain? That's what we're going to break down now. And by the end of this section, you'll understand why nighttime dehydration is one of the most dangerous and silent stroke triggers for seniors, even if you drink plenty of water during the day. Fruit number 3, pineapple, sweet, acidic, and risky. Pineapple is often seen as a digestive aid. It's sweet, tropical, and full of enzymes. But for those over 60, especially if eaten at night, it can cause more harm than good. Pineapple contains bromelain, an enzyme that helps break down protein. But in excess, bromelain can interfere with blood clotting and platelet function. Combined with blood thinners or anti-inflammatory meds, it increases the risk of internal bleeding, including in the brain. Pineapple also packs over 16 grams of sugar per cup and has a high glycemic index. That means it raises blood sugar fast, and at night, that sugar isn't used for energy. It simply circulates, stressing your blood vessels. And finally, pineapple is highly acidic. It can cause silent reflux, especially in seniors with slower digestion. This reflux can reduce oxygen to the brain during sleep and increase the risk of early morning strokes, the deadliest kind. If you love pineapple, enjoy it in small amounts during the day, never on an empty stomach, and avoid it completely at night, especially if you take medications that affect clotting or blood pressure. Fruit number 4, watermelon. Does it really hydrate you? Watermelon is one of the most beloved summer fruits in America, but for those over 60, especially those on diuretics, it can become a silent danger. Watermelon acts as a natural diuretic, making you urinate more. When combined with medications that already increase fluid loss, like those used for high blood pressure or heart failure, this leads to overnight dehydration. Dehydration causes your blood to thicken, move more slowly, and increases the risk of clot formation, especially in older arteries. The result? Reduced blood flow to the brain while you sleep. That's exactly what happened to George Miller before he changed his diet. He used to eat 3 large watermelon slices after dinner, thinking it would cool him down. But he was also on a mild diuretic. One morning, he collapsed with dizziness. Blood tests showed concentrated hemoglobin and a small ischemic stroke, all caused by nighttime dehydration and thickened blood. Another risk? Watermelon is 90% water, but it contains almost no electrolytes. That means it flushes out sodium and potassium, but doesn't replace them. This imbalance can cause morning dizziness, blurred vision, and circulation problems. If you love watermelon, eat it early in the day and always pair it with a small amount of salt or coconut water to support electrolyte balance. If you're on diuretics, talk to your doctor before making watermelon a daily habit. Pay attention to the signs. Do you wake up with a dry mouth? Do you feel dizzy getting out of bed? These are clear warnings that your body may be drying out overnight. And the cause could be a fruit you thought was helping. You've probably heard the phrase, food is the best medicine. But what if the food you're eating is actually interfering with the very medications meant to protect you? What if that glass of juice, that afternoon apple, or that bowl of cherries is quietly changing how your medication works, thinning your blood too much, or triggering spikes that stress your arteries? That's what we'll uncover now. And by the end of this part, you'll understand how even a so-called healthy fruit can lead to a brain bleed in someone taking heart or cholesterol meds. Fruit number 5, oranges, hidden interactions with medications. Oranges are iconic in American kitchens, from morning juice to sliced fruit bowls. But this popular fruit contains furanocoumarins, compounds that interfere with how your liver metabolizes certain medications. What does this mean? If you take statins, calcium channel blockers, blood thinners, or blood pressure meds, oranges can either slow down how your body clears the medication, leading to overdose, or speed it up, making it ineffective. This can create sudden blood pressure swings, vessel constriction, or clot formation. That's what happened to Helen Thompson, the retired teacher from Florida. She took simvastatin and amlodipine and drank fresh orange juice every morning. Over time, she felt dizzy, had blurred vision, and eventually suffered a mild stroke. Her medication levels were dangerously elevated, not from overuse, but because her liver couldn't clear them properly due to the juice. If you like citrus, avoid consuming it close to your medication times. Stick to small amounts later in the day, and always consult your doctor if you're taking heart or blood pressure meds. Fruit number 6, apples, a hidden sugar trap. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Not always, especially when it's a sweet variety like Fuji, Honeycrisp, or Gala. These apples are bred for sweetness, meaning they have a high glycemic load and can quickly spike blood sugar. For older adults with insulin resistance or vascular issues, this can lead to inflammation, vessel narrowing, and eventually stroke risk. That's what happened to George Miller before his dietary changes. He used to eat a large sweet apple alone in the afternoon. One day, after a minor head pressure and speech trouble, he was diagnosed with a silent stroke, likely caused by repeated sugar spikes and vascular stress. If you enjoy apples, choose Granny Smith. They're lower in sugar and higher in protective flavonoids. Always eat apples with a fat or protein like almond butter or cheese. And avoid sweet apples on an empty stomach or in the evening. Fruit number 7, cherries, natural blood thinners. Cherries are praised for reducing inflammation and joint pain, but they're rich in salicylates, compounds that mimic aspirin's blood-thinning effect. If you're already on medications like aspirin, warfarin, or Plavix, adding cherries, especially daily or in juice form, can push your blood's clotting ability too far. The result? Hemorrhagic stroke, a brain bleed that's much harder to recover from than a clot. That's what happened to Harold Stevens, 84, from Illinois. He was healthy, on a daily aspirin, and loved eating cherries after dinner. One morning, he woke up vomiting and confused. A scan revealed a brain hemorrhage, not from a fall, not from high blood pressure, but because his blood had become too thin from the combination of meds and cherry intake. If you take blood thinners, avoid cherry juice, concentrate, or large bowls of cherries. A few now and then may be fine, but always talk to your doctor before making it a habit. Let's pause and reflect. Did you know about these fruit-drug interactions? Which one surprised you the most? Leave a comment. Your story could help someone else. Have you ever trusted a fruit just because it looks fresh and healthy? What if that beautiful red berry or tropical slice is actually loaded with chemicals or spiking your blood sugar in ways that silently harm your brain? In this final part, we'll uncover the hidden risks behind strawberries and mango, and at the end, I'll share the 5 safest fruits for your brain and heart after age 60 and how to eat them wisely, without fear. Fruit number 8, strawberries, pesticides and uric acid trouble. Strawberries look innocent, bright red, heart-shaped and sweet, but they consistently rank number 1 on the dirty dozen list of pesticide-heavy fruits, even after washing. As we age, our detox systems slow down. This means pesticides can accumulate in the body, especially in brain tissue, where they contribute to oxidative stress, vessel weakening, and cognitive decline. That's what happened to Elaine Carter, 80, from Michigan. She loved strawberries, fresh or frozen in smoothies. But over time, she developed joint pain, dizziness, and eventually suffered a minor stroke. Tests revealed high uric acid, pesticide exposure, and vascular inflammation, all tied to her daily strawberry habit. If you love strawberries, always buy organic, wash thoroughly, and don't eat them every day. Avoid frozen strawberries in pre-made smoothies. They often come from foreign farms with fewer safety standards. Fruit number 9, mango, sugar overload, and liver interference. Mango feels like a tropical dessert, but for seniors, it's one of the highest sugar fruits in the American diet, nearly 45 grams per cup. That sugar floods your bloodstream, causing sugar spikes, inflammation, and rapid insulin surges that stress your arteries. But the bigger issue, mango contains natural compounds like maniferin that interfere with liver enzymes responsible for processing medications. That means drugs for heart rhythm, blood pressure, or cholesterol may build up in your body, causing unexpected side effects or dangerous drops in blood pressure. That's what happened to William Booker, 83, a retired firefighter from Nevada. He switched from cookies to dried mango as an afternoon snack, but soon began feeling dizzy and collapsed one morning. He had suffered a mild stroke. Blood tests showed abnormally high levels of his medications despite taking the correct dose. The cause? The mango was silently blocking his liver's ability to clear the drugs. If you love mango, stick to a few bites during the day, never eat it before bed, and always combine it with protein or healthy fat. If you're on heart, blood pressure, or cholesterol meds, talk to your doctor first. It might be time to let go of this fruit, at least as a daily habit. Final reflection: what these fruits teach us about aging. You might be doing everything right, eating natural foods, avoiding processed sugar, staying active, but if you don't understand how aging changes your metabolism, your circulation, and your medication needs, even a simple fruit can become a silent threat. After 60, your kidneys slow down, your liver processes drugs less efficiently, and your blood vessels become more fragile. Your brain, the most delicate organ, becomes highly sensitive to small imbalances in blood sugar, pressure, and clotting factors. But here's the good news. With small changes, you can still enjoy fruits and protect your brain at the same time. Here are 5 brain-safe fruits for adults over 60. Berries, like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and excellent for memory and circulation. Green apples, Granny Smith, lower glycemic impact and rich in brain-protective flavonoids. Avocados, rich in healthy fats that support nerve function and blood pressure balance. Lemons and limes, great for flavor and digestion without sugar spikes or drug interference. Pomegranate, in small amounts, diluted with water. Powerful antioxidants, but use with caution if on meds. Final tips: eat fruit earlier in the day, never on an empty stomach, and always paired with protein or healthy fat. Avoid fruit before bedtime. This is when your circulation is lowest, and the risk of sugar or acid damage is highest. You are not fragile, but you are different now. What your body tolerated at 30 might cause serious consequences at 70, so eat with wisdom, ask questions, read labels, and most of all, listen to your body. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these fruits do you eat regularly? Did any of them surprise you? Leave a comment below. Your story might help someone else. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can help more people stay sharp, stay safe, and stay themselves well into their golden years.